Hello. So today I'm going to share with you guys how each one of these things helped with healing my tooth extraction site. Now, I am almost 27, so I already had my wisdom teeth out, but I had a cracked tooth in the back of my mouth that had to get removed 12 days ago, exactly. And it's been healing on track, and I want to help you guys with some tips that have helped me, definitely helped me with the healing process of this. I'm going to move all these out of the way and I'll tell you about each one. So there is a lot going on in my life right now. I will give you guys an update at the end of the video. I'm about to move, but I'll tell you guys more about that. But for the people who came to this video for the tooth extraction healing remedies, quote unquote, I will start now with that. So what I first started to look up was just remedies in general to start the healing process faster, because unfortunately, I am a smoker, so it was really hard for me not to smoke, but I didn't smoke for the first 48 hours. They recommend not to smoke at all, but especially in the first 48 hours, and I was able to not for that amount of time. And then they say if you can't stop yourself, then to keep it to an absolute minimum, which is what I was able to do. But I was still super worried about the blood clot forming, because if you don't know, the process is a blood clot forms there that needs to not be messed with. That's why you can't suck on straws or anything, because you can dislodge the blood clot that's starting to form there. This is a good blood clot. I know blood clot sounds scary, but it's not. It's forming and it'll start to turn into bone and then heal into your gums. And that's how it heals after your whole tooth is pulled, right? So things that help with coagulation. This was actually written on the dentist sheet that they gave me. It says, if you feel like the bleeding is not slowing down and you're starting to worry, this is an old remedy to make a very strong cup of tea, right? And then you dip gauze into that tea and then set it on there. And it helps with your blood coagulation and it helps it solidify and stop bleeding. So I did that multiple times and that seemed to help. And then another thing that helps with blood coagulation is aloe. I was really happy when I saw this on the advice for helpful things to heal, because I have a whole plant of aloe and often these fall off, so I get to use them for whatever I want to, and it's always fresh still. This has been off the vine for over a week now and it's still fine. I can still break it off and use some aloe from it. And this one, they say you can just dip gauze into some aloe and then you put the gauze onto there. I did that a few times, and then eventually when I felt like I thought it was bleeding again, or I chewed on some food too much and I felt like I'd hurt it a little bit and it was sore, I would drip some of this directly onto it and it helps, and it's very natural and honestly doesn't taste bad at all. I kind of was scared about the taste, but it doesn't taste bad at all. You don't taste it. And then another tip the dentists recommend, and all things I looked up recommend, is rinsing your mouth with salt water 3 times a day. So I did that a lot, and I think that did help with the initial starting to heal as well, especially because I was scared about food getting stuck in there. I really felt the need to at least try to rinse, not vigorously. You're not supposed to do it vigorously. Gently rinse with salt water. That's good too. So before getting to all of the vitamins and herbs that were recommended in the research that I did, I'll start with the simplest ones that also were recommended on the dentist sheet that they gave me. At least this was. So not Ensure specifically, but I do like to drink these on almost a regular basis anyway. It helps me when I forget to eat, or when I'm just working a lot and can't eat or don't have the time to. It's a good source of protein and it has a lot of dairy, which is terrible for me. Probably hasn't been helping my acne, but forgetting about all of that, okay? What is recommended to help your bones and teeth heal faster is to have as much calcium as possible. So the sheet the dentist gave me said to drink a lot of milk. I don't drink straight milk, but I do drink this, which is the closest thing to that. Probably has more more dairy than actual milk does. So once I saw it said to drink a lot of dairy, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna eat ice cream too. So I've been eating some Ben and Jerry's. It's been not helping my tummy, but I think just having as much dairy made me feel like it was gonna heal better. So I started to eat dairy and drink more of these. And that was also recommended in some of the research that I did. So what now we're gonna get into is things that were just in the research that I did myself. And I'm not recommending these or guaranteeing these will help or heal anything. None of these articles say that specifically this will do that. But one of the things I read was that vitamin C helps you. I don't have vitamin C tablets or like vitamins, so I just started to drink a lot of orange juice. And I also love to make smoothies with orange juice. I'll make like a mango pineapple orange juice smoothie. So I would eat a lot of those too because I can only eat soft foods. So it's kind of been sad. I'm like hungry. I love crunchy foods, so not being able to eat crunchy foods is hard, but I've been just trying to stick to things that would really help me. So dairy, orange juice, smoothies with orange juice, things like that. Okay, so now into the article that I started to read. First of all, this is something that was separate from this article I found. B complex. Somewhere I saw that would help with the healing process. So I've already been taking these because of stress anyway. So I started to make sure that I've changed my vitamin regimen to just things that are going to help heal my tooth for this time that I need to heal my tooth. So that's a definite one that I take closer to nighttime, mainly because that B complex pill is huge and I have to make sure that I've at least eaten enough throughout the day to take that. I can't take that in the morning. Okay, so now what was recommended in this article? I'm not sure if zinc was in this article. I think it was. I can't remember why it said zinc would help you, but zinc, it said it would help. So I got some zinc. I think I might have already had some zinc actually, but that's been in my everyday regimen. And then these two things I think have really helped a lot. Not sure, but I feel like this one in specific has. It's called FYI Restore, and it's like an algae. And this article kind of goes to explaining how it has been proven to help healing tissue, and it's been proven to help a lot. Again, this wasn't like my very first article that I read, and I wasn't just gonna latch on to anything to try to help me. I'm able to identify what I'm sure is gonna help my body. This isn't me recommending anything to you guys. I recommend you try this if you're scared about this not healing right. But at the end of the day, you might find a different article that says different things. So don't take my word for everything. I am going to be putting parts of the article up here where I started to read about this. It does get pretty confusing when we get into this other one though. But anyway, yeah, I thought this was really interesting. There was a lot of research done on it and its helpfulness. So I really liked it. And I think it really has helped my tooth heal. Even though I'm a freaking smoker, I have been so stressed that I have not been able to stop smoking throughout the healing process. It's day 12 and it's on track to healing properly because I've been taking these. And mind you, in the article, I think it says like you're supposed to take like 4 this day, like 3 this day of healing. And I didn't do that. I got this on like healing day 5 and started taking it. So I didn't necessarily do what the article recommends. I've been taking what it recommends on the bottle, which is adults take 1 capsule 2 times per day. I've been doing that, but since the article said to take a lot more, I've been kind of taking like 3 sometimes in one day. And like, just because I want it to heal, and it is healing so well, you guys, it's crazy. One weird thing about this too, I've noticed, I have a tree nut allergy, and I've noticed some products will say contains tree nuts, and then in parentheses they'll say coconuts. Now for me that's strange. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, is this an argument? Do you consider coconut a tree nut? I guess I didn't consider it a tree nut because I've never had an allergy to it, and I have an allergy to every tree nut that I've tried. So I don't know, strange. I guess it would be a tree nut, but it feels so much different. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe because it's tropical that I don't have an allergy to it. Strange. But yeah, this says contains tree nuts, and then in parentheses, coconut. It also says it contains soy, which would kind of probably make sense as to why I'm getting more acne. Soy, I've noticed, gives me a lot of acne, which is why I drink oat milk now instead of soy milk. Okay, let's move on to the last one. It's called Equisetum, also known as horsetail herb. It was recommended in this article that you use it as well. I don't remember the specifics as to why this helps a lot. It's just, when I read about it, I was like, okay, that's another thing that I'm going to add, because I was kind of obsessing about wanting this to heal right. You know, I don't like when things don't go right and it's like literally my fault, you know. I could have done something better and I didn't. That's what gets me. So it says you put 40 drops and you dilute it into a cup of water and you drink that 3 times per day. So that's what I've been doing with this. I wouldn't say I know that this has been helping or it hasn't been helping. I just know I have been taking it as often as I remember to, which is normally about 3 times a day. And I do the 40 drops. And yeah, I would say it has a slight licorice flavor to it. But as somebody who cannot stand licorice flavor at all, this is fine. It's so minimal. You can barely taste it, especially, you know, you're diluting it in water. And 40 drops sounds like a lot. It's not. You can kind of see it mixing in the water. It just looks like brownish, but very, very light. You can barely tell that it tints the water. And when you drink the water, you can barely taste a tint of kind of this weird licorice taste. But again, I can handle it, and I normally wouldn't be able to handle licorice at all. So yeah, those are all the tips that I have for you guys. If you have any questions or if I didn't explain anything well enough, let me know. I kind of just did a lot of research and found specific things that I was like, oh, well, I already have that. I already have that. I already have that. Okay, perfect. You know, things I didn't necessarily have to go through hoops to get. I did order these things off of Amazon, but otherwise, most of these things were already handy to me. So that was very helpful as well. And definitely it's healing. So I'm in the last healing stage right now where there's like tissue and it's so strange. Oh, it's so strange. But I can tell that it's proper. This is how it's supposed to be healing. So I think all of these things have helped in their own ways, especially like the tea and the aloe in the beginning when I was worried that it wouldn't stop bleeding, or I like ate bacon like a dummy in like day 4 of healing and it was bleeding. I think it was like day 3 actually. But yeah, these things really helped during that time. And then these other things have helped throughout the process. And I'm still going to be taking these things to continue helping it. I think it still needs to heal for like another month or so. So yeah, going to still be taking a lot of these vitamins. Anyway, okay, so update. First of all, it is kind of strange, I've noticed. You guys probably won't notice at all, but I feel like after getting my back molar removed, that's the tooth I got removed, I feel like my face shape is different. Like my smile is different. I don't know, I feel like you guys really can't tell. Maybe it was just during the healing process. But I feel like my smile is more crooked now. I don't know, tell me, I don't know, don't tell me if you could tell. Okay, so I'm gonna be moving in the next couple of days. I had wished to move sooner. Very end of August I would have loved to move, but now it's starting September and I still haven't been able to, but I've been starting the process and it's happening, you guys. I'm gonna be moving. It's gonna be freaking amazing. It's been a long time coming and I've kind of been going through hell mentally, and I know it's kind of pathetic and odd that it takes me so much to kind of get through things sometimes, but this has been a very strange time in my life, and I'm shocked at how well I have done getting through it. So, like, positivity-wise, energy-wise, health-wise, like, I've been on point. My mental health has just been really struggling. So, I'm glad to have figured out the right steps to improve all of that, to improve my life, everything in it. I can't wait. And the job that I have now is at a thrift store recycling center, basically. And so I get to save things that are going to be in like this warehouse forever and get dusty, perhaps torn apart in some cases. So basically, there is an overflow of things that don't get used at thrift stores, and they get sent to us for recycling. And I am finding a lot of like very small, cute items that I can replace my wardrobe with, because I have worn stuff since high school. Some of the things that I wear still, only because they're really nice pieces of clothing, but I do not like love those clothing pieces anymore, and I still wear them. So I'm gonna start just getting rid of my old wardrobe and replacing it with new stuff. So here's an example. This is an outfit that I found. It's super cute. And this shirt, like, I'm able to look at things and tell if they can fit me just based with my eyes. And then I came home, tried this on today after washing it, of course, and boom, these both fit me perfectly. I could tell just based on looking at them that they would fit me perfectly. I actually thought this shirt would be a little too big for me, like off of my body. This neck looks like very low, and I don't know, but this shirt is tight. Like it slimmed around my body like a glove. Like it's just strange for me to have nice things, and this is just like a soft, very luxurious shirt for me to have. I don't know. This skirt is it's just kind of more cutesy because it's very hot outside in Colorado right now. But yeah, I wanted you guys to know that I'm feeling better. I'm doing better. There are goals being set and happening for me, and this is all I've needed. I just haven't known. So I can't wait to move forward. I thought that I could take my time moving forward and like kind of healing, but little did I know that I was not in the right environment to be healing properly. I was quite literally being taken advantage of. Wow, I'm nervous. I was quite literally being taken advantage of living with the person I'm living with. They were stealing things from me, so I'm getting out of here right now. It got pretty close to like my relationship being in peril because of how much I've been in peril living here, and that's not fucking okay. I can't even begin to explain to you how important love is to me. So to have like having been living with such a toxic person and I didn't even know it, and it almost ruining a lot of aspects in my life, not to mention my mental health too, because of what he was taking from me, being like things that helped me. Like this whole situation, it's over with. I thought this person was a friend. Thank God I've still been able to take care of myself. I've been focusing on myself and what's important to me, no matter how bad my anxiety has been. So I'm going to continue doing that. I'm getting stronger every day. And yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to finally, I think, be able to start the life that I want to for myself, that I've been wanting to for so long. I don't know, I've been letting fear take me over. But no more. No more. I'm an independent woman. I can do this. Pray for me if you're religious. Don't if you're not. Just send positive vibes. If you're new to my channel and you just came here because you're trying to heal your dang tooth, subscribe. I have a lot of videos coming out. This is just a random set of videos about my little dentist visits lately. But subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. I love to do ASMR videos. It's my favorite series ever. I'll link that in the comments because it's an amazing book, and it's an amazing ASMR thing too if you like ASMR. And make sure to like this video if you liked this video, and if you think any of these are going to help you. I'll link that article in the description and in the comments too, so that you can go to it. I'm not recommending it or saying that it will heal or that it's proven to heal, okay? Also, like this video for moving on up in life, because that is what I'm doing now, and I cannot freaking wait to experience it. I'm not sure how much I'll be sharing of my life with you guys at this point, because it's a little bit daunting sharing a lot, but I'm happy regardless. So I'll be sharing things with you regardless too. Don't worry about that. I have clothing haul videos that I'll be sharing with you guys. You guys will love it so much. I already recorded one. I just haven't been able to edit it. So yeah. Once I'm settled, I will be able to edit all the videos I've filmed and then share them. Okay. Whatever you're doing, have a good day, good night, good evening. Bye, guys.